Hi, Jeff, Zach. Thanks for joining me.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, we are talking about small apartments getting smaller, kind of the trend of high density construction with inflation and labor costs going up for developers. But the average size of a studio unit has shrunk by 54 square feet to 445 square feet since 2014. They're 10% smaller today than they were a decade ago. That's a report from Rent Cafe. So we're seeing smaller studios, but this is also dovetailing a little bit with lifestyle of people going out to eat, people working out more, people having amenities, and also some development projects where they put those kind of more living areas actually being more communal areas for some of this, or maybe that's just the way for trying to make people feel better while they're living in a shoebox. What do you guys say?
Well, I mean, you said it. It's like living in a shoebox. Average size of a hotel room is about 400 to 450 square, a kitchen and all the other living amenities. So it feels even smaller in these, I guess now smaller apartments. But um, to me, it seems like they're trying to jam more units into the same size buildings, right? So I mean, it's going to cheapen up cost for landlord might make the apartments a little more affordable because you can get more of the units, but you're getting a lot more units, and it's gonna, I think, start feeling really cramped both in and out of that space because I don't know that the amenities are ever going to be enough for the overpacking of residents in there. So I don't know how I feel about it personally.
Look, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head. When you sort of mentioned the hotels, I think we're seeing a lot of people trying to convert hotels into multifamily, and that might be a product where some of this is already shrinking. But to some degree, it seems this generation might be more apt to wanting less crap with them compared to other generations where we toted our crap around. Now maybe some of it's just lending itself more into putting stuff in self storage or somewhere else.
I'm kind of like flashing back to the TV show Friends, where they're all like living in these like,
I will
multi-million
follow up.
dollar apartments in New York,
Yeah.
Yeah,
which which just isn't reality. I think some of this is just the reality of some of these high density urban areas where high paying jobs are to get into those careers, you work the lower paying jobs, you just have to live in a shoebox for a while. And I think people want out. And one of the trends we're also seeing is migration to lower cost areas. We're also
yeah.
seeing millennials moving to the suburbs with family formation. So, I mean, these are kind of, to me, almost workers' dormitories that we're calling studios apartments. People either want to income out of them or they're eventually going to move into a different area. So I see a niche in the market, a space for this, but I think some of it's advertising, calling it just a new lifestyle or whatever.
Yeah.
People don't want to live in a shoebox, and we're seeing moves towards the suburbs, moves to more affordable regions, and to me, that is just natural.
Well, I was gonna follow that up by saying, I think you're right. And we've done a bunch of videos on this in terms of suburban. If I'm paying $3,000 a month for a 450 square foot studio, and I move to the suburbs and I can get a two bedroom for 2,500 a month and a 15-minute commute, I'm going to end up doing that. So I think you're seeing a migration, like you said, out of these cities and out of these studios. Might further the trends into suburban retail, suburban office, suburban town centers. So keep an eye on that.
Okay. Hey, thanks for the insights, guys. If you enjoyed the video, give us two thumbs up. Visit our website, selectfincap.com, to get on a list for exclusive investment opportunities in commercial real estate. Give us a thumbs up if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't. Uh, Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks.